Do you dislike the traffic, the noise, the hustle and bustle of big city? Small town living's maybe for you. Guess what? There's a loan out there that gives you huge advantages for that. And I'll give you a hint, 0% down payment, which is really nice. This is Jeremy from CU Mortgage Direct, where I bring you from the closing table to the kitchen table. Today we're talking about rural development loans. What's a rural development loan? Well, it's ran through USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture. And what their goal is to increase living in smaller and suburban cities. So what are the advantages? I just gave you a hint. The first one, it's a 0% down payment. So you don't have to even worry about a down payment. The second great thing about it is most loans charge you PMI, or private mortgage insurance. This is the lowest private mortgage insurance there is. Another great advantage, it has a really low interest rate. So they're making it really easy for you to maybe move out of town. Lastly, the only loan that allows this is if your appraised value comes in for more than the purchase price, which doesn't happen very often, but it does, I can roll closing costs into the loan with that equity of the appraised value, which is huge. So what are the disadvantages of a rural development loan? Huge thing is a funding fee. So rural development is going to charge you a funding fee just to do their loan. Don't worry, I can roll that into the loan so you don't have to worry about paying that up front. We talked about mortgage insurance and how that is the lowest mortgage insurance in the industry. It is. However, it stays on your loan for the life of the loan, regardless of how much equity you have. Now, when it comes to the property, if you're looking for this huge acreage and maybe the house needs a little work, sometimes they get a little picky when it comes to that. Another bad thing is that rural development is very picky to get approved. Sometimes they have certain criteria guidelines as far as your credit score, what your debt to income ratio is. They can be picky to get you approved. They have income guidelines. Let's take a look at the income guidelines. 2024 income guidelines are out. If you notice, let's just use the Sioux Falls metro area for example. The most you can make for a family of 1 through 4 is $121,400. However, if you have 5 people or more in your family, that income goes up to $160,250. The one thing to consider is that if you have a non-borrowing spouse on this loan, we will still count that income to go towards that max income that rural development has. Another thing to know is that in order to get a rural development loan, the rule of thumb is that you just cannot have a Sioux Falls or a Rapid City address. The home loan process can be very daunting, but if you're looking at living in one of these smaller communities, let's take a look to see if you qualify for rural development. It is a nice perk not to have a down payment, low interest rate. Give me a call, shoot me an email, let's talk about it and see what we can do for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in learning more about the home buying process, check out all of these videos that I have out here.